I never got it, why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, 'cause I got no chance, no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
Hi, Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. So nice of you to join us. You know, I'm going to talk about something today that irritates the crap out of me, to be honest with you. And in addition to that, not only does it irritate me, it shows a very poor recommendation of people. We're going to address the elephant in the room here. We're just going to spit this all out. And then we're going to tell you why we feel the way we do. How shallow are you? Okay? And I mean that. I want you to reflect on that and think about it for just a minute. Those of you that are moving to the Philippines or want to move to the Philippines are looking for love in the Philippines. How shallow are you? Is your ego so big that you absolutely don't care about anybody but yourself? Now, before you go on a rage here, think about what I'm going to be saying. The elephant in the room are these age gap relationships. Many retired men have worked all their lives and they're coming here because things just weren't what they wanted them to be, relationship wise or just any wise where they're from. So this can apply to an American, a Brit, a UK, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, it doesn't matter. All right? You're all coming for the same reason, 90%, if not more, of the time. And then you become involved with a girl. Now, there are going to be those of you that come to visit and become involved, and those that are moving here, and those of you that have been involved, sort of, and are moving here. But either way, the common denominator here is a Filipina. And the most common denominator is an age gap, which I have no problem with. There's an age gap between Arlen and I. She's no 19, 20, 21-year-old girl, but there's an age gap. All right? So let's think about that for a second. Let's pretend that you become involved with this girl. And for whatever reason, perhaps she was married once before and can't get a divorce. Okay? Perhaps she's never been married, but you don't want to get married, or she doesn't want to get married, or even you're still married in your country. Either way, doesn't matter. You're involved. It's that common denominator. So what have you done for her? Do you feel that you housing and feeding her is an even trade for what she's providing you? And I'm not talking about just providing in the bedroom. Let's not be shallow. Okay? What about the local customs, the local information, the willingness to tolerate you? All right? The falling in love with you and wanting to stay with you and going through everything. Are you just going to feed her and house her and do some minor things along the way? My suggestion, and it's only a suggestion, but this has worked for many expats that I know, and there are more expats doing it right now in our circle of friends. They're looking towards their demise and her future. What are you doing for her future? Are you leaving her a pile of money? Okay, that's great. Are you going to educate her as to how to handle that money? Are you putting her through school? That's great. Are you going to educate her through how to utilize the knowledge she's gaining in school? My point with this is are you so fucking shallow? Is your ego so big that you don't care enough about her, that her future? I think that is sad. And I would think that we can point at specific people to see where that happens. For instance, if you're a Filipina and you're watching this and you're dating a guy who has minor children in the US and he doesn't provide child support or visit them and help raise them for any goddamn reason, I don't care what it is, all right? There are laws that allow him to participate in that child's life. If he'd rather spend his money at the bar or chasing teenage poontang, well, then you can rest assured your long-term solution ain't going to be so great. And for those of you men that do this, all right, whether you have child support in another country or not, doesn't matter. That was just a snide remark. Okay? My point is you need to provide for their future as well. You are sucking the best years out of their life. All right? If you come here in your 50s and 60s and you live another 15 to 20 years, that 21, 22, 23, 24-year-old girl, or however old, tack 15 years onto her age. Well, you know what? You picked her to begin with because she was young and vibrant and cute. You think she's still going to be able to compete with all the other young, vibrant, and cute girls 15 years from now? She may still be beautiful in your eyes, and I hope she is. Okay? But that's not the point. The point is how does she continue to exist later? All right? My desire is for everyone to do and be the best that they can be. And being the best that you can be, it certainly means considering the future of your partner. You know, F. Scott Fitzgerald said, and I try to quote it exactly, but it's something like, behind every great man, there's a great woman. Okay? Somebody changed that and said later the quote to say, beside every good man is a good woman. This woman is beside you. Don't put her behind you. Put her beside you. Okay? Make her have the same abilities to the extent that the Philippines will allow that you had. Put her in a position where she can earn a living in the future. Put her in a position where she's taken care of. Unless you're going to leave her 30 or 40 million pesos when you die, and then turn around and have taught her how to manage that money, you've done nothing. Leaving a girl 10 million pesos and she doesn't know how to manage that money, she's going to fall for multiple scams from family, relatives, and strangers. Educate her. Talk to her. Be supportive of her. Because she's doing that to you. She's teaching you about her customs. She's teaching you about her country. She's looking out for your best interest. And that's all assuming you've got a good girl. And if you don't have a good girl, walk away. Walk away. before it's too late to walk away. And I had a friend that gave a reply to this as we discussed it over dinner this evening with our wives and several other couples. Well, you know what? We have a child, and when I die, she's going to continue to get my Social Security. Okay, great. Your Social Security 15 years from now may not be enough. And that Social Security has to support her children, their future education, and everything that goes along with it. Think about it, people. Okay? Give as much back. If you want to see, we get people that bitch and moan and groan all the time about things in the Philippines. It's not going to get any better until the country gets better. And the way the country gets better is that the population gets better and the right people do the right things. Please think about that woman that's beside you and consider how great she is for tolerating you. I mean, certainly, if you weren't without any fault, I don't have any expat friends that aren't previously divorced from the United States. Not a one. Young and old. So you're not without fault. You don't have flaws yourself. She does too. Help her work through those to make a future. And do it the right way. Don't do it the stupid way. Okay? Enough of that. Hey, look, if you found this interesting, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it. Have a great day.